Alright everybody, welcome back to we're basically starting this from the very beginning because when I updated the computer, turn on some music. I'm not gonna turn the music down. Okay. When the computer got updated, everything that in terms of like save files didn't transfer over to the new drive, so we're doing campaign of coalition, I guess. I don't remember what we were playing last, but we haven't played Russia. We're doing world domination. We're gonna leave this like it is, and etc. So plans Fatherland. I think they used to call Russia Fatherland then, and then they got changed to Motherland. I don't know how that happened. Okay, I need to do some history research to understand that. But basically, yes, this is a whole new playthrough. I'm not going to declare war on anybody because I had the roughest time
Paris is far from
trying
Moscow,
to
but you cannot
win
ignore what
half
is
the
happening
battles
in
because I
Europe
was
and
too
leave your
broke
allies
to
to
do
face the
anything.
criminal revolutionary threat
So
alone.
we're gonna skip
Periodically, your government will issue missions. Your region capital is the central
So
city for
all
control
we're
of a
going to
region.
do is just
Notice that
focus.
there are slightly different buildings available for
Excuse me.
construction in the region capital than in towns,
So
reflecting its position as the
I want to do
region's.
this. Okay, listen. This is the game strat, okay? Since Russia is probably the easiest one, and why I say easy, it's not easiest in terms of money grow, at least from what I've seen. But the objective is basically put all the troops at the front line and then just steamroll everybody. That's basically the objective. And we will do this first by upgrading capital. More
This
money
panel gives
wise.
information about how there are two ways to move an army or agent.
Okay, we're just gonna stay out of the fight. Who are we at war with?
The
I know
government details
the
the
game.
policies tab allows it.
Yeah, the game usually has you fighting somebody. Okay, we have war with everyone else, which is they're far away, very far away. We're at peace with them. We get some trade up. I don't think there's trade. Yeah, I don't think there's trade in this one. In Total War Empire, there's trade, but this one doesn't. Oh yeah, this one does have trade. Okay. But yeah, we'll just slowly spread out this way. I think Russia and Sweden will always want beefing with each other when the computer's playing it. But yeah, got to go. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna go after that. It's not that hard to bully the computer. It's only really difficult is when it's more difficult if you do it and don't have the proper training of an army or anything situated. So yeah, we'll bully Austria. No, not Austria. Prussia and the Ottoman Empire, and then we'll bully all three of them. But I like to fight nations one at a time. When it's like multiple nations being fought at the same time, it's so difficult to maintain the battle. But we'll set this unit up probably right here. Just hold it until everything gets upgraded. Negative 3% custom infantry in this range, sure. Sweet. Oh, okay. A new war. Yeah. It's still not with the people that's right across to us, though. Yeah. So we want to like kind of focus on research, cause research in this game. Do I have one? Yeah, I do. In this thing, yes. It's interesting that Russia gets this immediately, cause in the all the other nations you don't get that immediately off the bat. You actually have to get that way down the line. But yeah, we're just focusing on upgrades. It's just the best recipe for this situation since Russia's all spread out. Because even if I guess
Ваша
I won't really
светлость.
declare war on anybody until I have,
Следую за
you know,
целью.
the ability to do so. Sure, we'll just infiltrate this,
Исследую цель.
you know, and take it from there. You also hear my phone, do notifications from here and there. Like, what's our upkeep? So we have a very expensive army upkeep. I don't know why. Um, Troops just kind of spread out across. So I'm trying to understand repression. That's something I never really. I don't think that's like a thing on it, like detailed information on it. Let's see. So we can take this part of Sweden, and then that's it. But Sweden has warships, I think. So it would just kind of remain. I don't know. This has always been like the boring part of the game. I know it's necessary, you know. I know it's very necessary. Let's see, musketeers. Oh, Russia gets musketeers. Nani? Why is my money going down lower? It should be going up higher. What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna do some research on the repression icon. Just kind of work on increasing as much wealth as possible. But at the same time, okay, there was a unit there. I'll send this unit over here to the capital. Send this unit over here. You know, basically create like a big like a line of units that spread across and just steamroll Europe. Because once you start, the way the computer sets things up is that once you begin run over one capital with a large army, usually there's no other armies down below. So you can continue steamrolling the computer until you lose momentum, and then take it from there. And that's the intention here. Also, you're gonna see me. You've seen me do it before. You're gonna see me save the game periodically because it does kind of crash kind of frequently, especially in some situations. So I'll probably like try to save every 5 times, but sometimes that's a little bit of a stretch. Also, it's nice to have a save when you go back and redo something you didn't mean to do. You know. So we're going to be doing that. You see, there's no saves. There should be. And I'm gonna call this what the? Change the name. Alright, I'm gonna call this the fatherland of vodka. Vodka, which is like 70% ethanol. Right. Um. So technically, when you drink vodka, if you ever do, I'm not a drinker, so I don't know. But apparently, it is 70%. We'll build military school here. 70% ethanol and 30% water. Right, how much? Okay, this is solidified. These are militia. How much money am I bringing in now? Still no change. Maybe the research will, just knock down the cost of military is just so nice. Because what it just knocks it down by half or 5%. 5%. So if military cost is like 6,000, if it was 10%, it'd be like 600. But since it's 5%, it'd be half of that, so about 350. But still, it's nice. Nice change. Sorry, tap the mic. Why is my mic not increased? Why is it going down? I didn't. He'll go up eventually. Really, the only way to win this game is really just start wars. But like I said, just trying to build up. Unless you do something. I'm not gonna be. I don't like using cavalry because them thing when they break. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Just reinforce that. I probably will end up going to war with Prussia. It looks like it's heading that way, which is fine. As I would prefer it. It seems that if the computer declares war on you, then it's not as bad. But when you declare war on the computer, it seems to be as bad. Alright, let's see. Seems like just upgrade as much as possible. You know, research this be done. This will help a lot. I'm actually kind of curious to see how much it's going to negate from the cost. Because the Army LP is like 6,400 at the moment. But when that gets researched, I wonder how much that's going to get knocked down. And I'm not going to spend any more on troops. So how much they get knocked down? So yeah, I was right, about 350, which is nice because I can, you know, have a little, just wee bit more money. Okay, this is
Будут еще указания.
Yeah, this is the war front. Like everything on this front line is war, and it will be invested for war. But the back country land would be invested for actually. Ah, okay. That's where replenishment is. So we don't need replenishment back here. I mean, it would be one thing if I had military sitting back here, but no. All the military should be in the forefront. Except for militia. Because you need, I think when you move these, so it does go down regardless. In time for a save. 1805. I don't think Europe was at war with each other at this point, but I could be wrong. I just know the hardest nation to conquer is Britain because they're surrounded by water. So you gotta beat up all the ships. First. There's two things you have to do first, and you have to do it quickly. You lock the docks, and then you beat up all the man of wars they got, whatever ships they got. Then you can beat England that way. But if you just let them roam around, they'll be a pain. Lumber mill. Alright, so what's being researched now? Alright, that one. And then after that, we will do this one on military stuff, and then industrial. Try to do all like the tier 1 stuff first as quickly as possible. That way, like cause like I know once you get full military, like all the upgrades, the game just gets easier. Cause the computer can't seem to comprehend or handle the pressure. Steamroll, Austria, and actually, okay, where's pressure? Indifferent. It's gonna be like that. Or request alliance? No alliance. Alright, so they're gonna be indifferent. I just know when it's in the negative, usually your chances of being friends with them are minor. Well, your chances of being friends with them are just close to none. Just can't request an alliance. Let's see. I just want to trade. I don't really care about alliance right now. Okay, we got trade going on with them, so they should be slightly less upset. Yeah. Just leave it like this for now. They want to trade or want to remain hostile. No trade, okay. So slightly went down. Historical grievance, oof. Austria's very friendly, so they're not gonna start war with me, so I won't waste my time trying to fight them. I'll just aim for the Ottomans if I have to. And then Prussia seems to have some beef. Trying to understand the world of politics in this game. Prussia is indifferent. I mean, they're not willing to start war. They're not negative, so they're not something I'll pay attention to right now. a new spy. We'll take the spy and go pay Prussia a visit.
Все вижу и все слышу.
Got another lumber mill going. Now we can keep. I don't think I need war stuff back here. The keywords, I don't think computer. I don't think I'll let the computer get that far. Because the issue with Russia, and the reason why I always conquer Russia last, is that the how big these things are, how large the states are. These are literally. This looks like almost 2 turns of actually waiting before the army can get here. I'm keep expecting to wait. The money increased slightly. The most boring part about this game, just upgrading. This is closest, so this would be a military. This would be military. How many calculate? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the front line. I mean, of course, this would be military up a little bit. I don't think I'll need it. To be honest. So I'm not sure if that sound will get picked up, wherever that was. It sounded like a radio, static radio. So Austria's not gonna fight me. Too positive. Prussia might. Just, I guess it's only to be expected. We need as many ancients as far down. I'm not gonna be concerned myself with Sweden. Sweden is just like, I don't know. Bring my troops all the way up here just to run them over on this sector and happen to find a way to get to this sector and keep pushing. It's just too far, too spread out. I'd rather not fight them right now. It's not worth the time. At least now. But I guess that's one thing I would do, just like focus on upgrading all the states that's like on the edges to military, and interior, the inside of everything would be just like, okay. Like the heart of it would be like farmland or whatever that will benefit. It's just the only downside about doing what I'm trying to do is that if one capital as large as that gets run over, I'll be in trouble because I thought I'm going to try to push troops back up there, or but money is increasing, and somehow the upkeep for the military is increasing. I don't know why. There might be like a little bit of a automatic thing. Or it's because I merged armies together. That could be it.
Чем могу вам служить?
So we'll go in here.
Я ваш покорный слуга.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Ваше Величество,
We'll infiltrate this.
подслушиваю и высматриваю.
Okay, can't do that yet. That's fine. Does that make them suspicious when you do that? I wonder. I need to know. It does, and they're going to go to war. That's fine. So when we get that done, we'll work on military, and then slowly begin bullying the other countries. We'll go ahead and start on this. Kind of needs to be done, to be honest. It's the cheapest. Not that. Just go ahead and speed up the time it takes to get to places.
Жду указаний.
Мерзавцы.
No. Pressure, you vile things. To be fair, to be honest. Anyway. Infrastructure. I'll have the thing. I should never turn this to magistrate. I should turn. Is this frontline building? Yeah. Oh well. I can turn this into. Actually, I don't think you can turn this into like a military thing. Anyway, you probably turn this one because of bigger capitals. Yes, infantry. We'll probably get one, and keep working on upgrading. Cause the worst thing I did was when I was military. Well, I went the military route. Boy. It was nice running over the first set of capitals, but when you start paying for militia, and then sorry, let me make sure, and then slowly upgrading and fighting other wars and keeping the military, it gets really expensive. You know, you have the mercy of I think failing the game. And I never went bankrupt the whole time I played this game, but I never ran that risk. And you always have to keep moving forward and keep conquering more and more until you beat the game at that point. But yeah, conquering Europe from Russia it's not necessarily the hardest. I think the hardest is to conquer Europe from Prussia, which I've done in Total War Empire. I think that's the game before this one, a little bit after. And yeah, we'll eventually start running them over, all Ottoman, because we can run them over all the way to this point, and then get these two, and then have trade in essence, and just protect that little corner. I would really prefer to do that when I have everything, because it seems more likely that there's gonna be a war with Prussia first than anything else. So and I got Prussia Germany at some point, but before Germany became like it is now, it's Prussia. Frederick the Great. And then let's see. Yeah, this. Let's see. Did that get done upgrading? Okay, it did. So work on military. Magistrate.
Ваш покорный слуга. Чем могу служить? Приступаю. Сейчас же. Немедленно.
Right. Let's see. Okay, it's almost wartime. Um, is this the one trading port? Yes, trade. Why it says almost wartime? We're gonna do all these, and then I guess we'll begin running. Oh, well, this unit's probably gonna end up dying because of the cold. I don't think Russian soldiers experience that, which is really OP. Okay, like it's like super OP. It should be like kind of reversed, where if Russians don't suffer damage from winter, then they should suffer damage from like heat. Because it's true that they can like, it is true in theory that they can take clothes off and become less heavy from like heat, from like the clothes. But at the same time, if you bring winter clothes with you in the summertime and you march in the enemy territory, you should suffer from heat the same way you suffer from cold. Right, what's going on here? See, America is not even in this game. It leaves the story. Oof. That's a shame. That's one thing I would have liked you could do on here is play as little nations. You know, like I want to see the Kingdom of Italy run over everybody. Okay, I don't want to just be limited. I don't care if it's not like factual. Okay, just the idea is just funny. Italy dominating everybody like they used to do back in Rome. Um, some of the Sequoia run over the world. It'd be kind of cool. I don't care if it's limited. Kind of cool.
Я устал.
Yay, yay, yay. Alright. So what's my status for pressure before I go to war with? What? How did they become friendly? Oh well. Spain doesn't like me. I mean, Spain oh, Spain was like England back then. It had the Spanish Armada and everything. Alright, how much money we getting? We getting 2,000. Still suffering from military upkeep. I guess we'll just bully Ottomans. And I didn't say bully them like easily. Just is there not a military building down here? Is there only one back here? Okay. Alright, we'll do those two buildings. Save. I think the research is done for this. It is almost. What does this do anyway? 2% increases recruitment slots in your home region by 1. Yeah. Not really useful, but I can understand why it's there. Yeah, we'll just upgrade all these buildings down here. Cause it's the closest one that let's see. It's the closest building that technically has all the war buildings to these two. These two are more like they have war buildings. I mean, it has a drill school, but it doesn't have everything. And this one is like a law building. It's not basically. I cannot recruit anything beyond militia with this one. I can probably recruit. Okay, I can recruit beyond militia on this one. I'm only using militia because cannons. I think if you get like an army of cannons in Autobot, I think you win automatically because the game thinks that the cannons are superior, actually really funky. That's something I need to try. I need to make super units
Я же
and just make them nothing but cannons because when the computer does it to me, it bullies. But when I do it to it, I think I can do the same principle. Alright. Diamond, we're not gonna use that. Oh yeah, we are, okay. Diamond formation. Enables line infantry fire and advanced drill. Upkeep. Yeah. I'll get them all, yes. I need a research building. That would be helpful. So we're not fighting Austria for now. We'll go to war with Ottomans though. So we'll just continue generating wealth as can be and taking it from there. Because really, the nation's a little more healthier than it was previously.
Что-нибудь еще?
Right. um, just upgrade everything that's down here. Trying to get.
Как пожелаете.
Yep. Just kind of we'll run islands all the way up to here and then just stop. Stop. You can put a thing on a unit here, maybe a unit here, and just kind of hold. And then slowly, build up and slowly continue pushing. Cause I know, like, when I first started playing this game, I didn't really care. I mean, I cared about strategy, but not to the same extent as I do now. But basically, just
Чем
keep
могу служить?
bullying. When you keep pushing, the world starts to fight you as an entirety. You can win all battles if you play well, but sometimes this is one spec upgrade. And reckoning resources, which is so nice. Infantry. Alright, we shall begin. Let's say. So it took about almost 40 minutes just getting the nation into a state where you can be aggressive. Also, like a piece of the trade at some point. Actually, let me see if I can build trade ships now. And let's see where it is. It's like right here. Should be able to. Yep, merchant ships. Get 3 of those. But yeah, basically the intention is just get these 3. Perhaps this one as well, and hold these 2 trade ports. Put ships like right here in this gap, because then that's the only way they can come in from. Oh, and we can get these 2 as well. So that would be nice. Because I don't think there's a ship. There's a trade port right here. And it's not loaded. Let's see. Just upgrading as many buildings as I can. Because once I start a lot of the folks, like I'm already beginning spamming infantry. Especially when they're like, when they have experience on them, it's easier. Way easier to run over everything. Like these got 1 tier of experience. When they get, I've seen them go as high as 4. I haven't seen a 5 yet. I don't think there's a 5. I'm not sure. Mm, can I make unit factor? I can make experience cab, which is no fun. And this only stops at infantry. I need to make some infantry because not infantry but militia. How far am I? Fuck, bro. I gotta do this age. Can I do any sabotage? 22% chance.
Все вижу и все слышу.
Yep, this is the life right here. When you get like nothing but like all you need is really musketeer, light infantry. You bully. I don't know why it's like that. Usually, like I know in Age of Empires, you can't get away with just constantly using that one infantry group. You got to diversify it because people make a counter. And in this game, there's not much counter. You know, even if you do use like a whole different unit aside from light infantrymen, you can if you get close enough, or you use cav, whatever, like get some hussars, we get to, you know. So that way, while that's generating, we're gonna go here. We're gonna be building things. And army flying. So what does Prussia feel like? Prussia like goes back to being sour. I'm gonna get rid of them. They're friendly, so I'm not gonna borrow. Declare war on Ooh, can I trade with you now? Yeah. Anybody else wants to trade? Portugal, do you want to trade? Ah, nothing like Wolf. Alright. Has that increased my money by any chance? A little bit. Can't complain. Sometimes you could be like a universal. Sometimes like one thing you could do, well, that make the enemy too powerful. Like you could just wait until towards the end of the game when everybody gets beaten out and then you push, but that'd be like a mistake. Partially. Okay. Fire advance being researched next. Do we get 2 universities? It's still the same one. Still the same one. Okay. I think the best one to have is the one that gets you the bayonet at the end to counter cav. Because most of the time, even though you do get bayonet on the from the detail side, alright, we don't need like a too big of a force. I just keep up. Jaeger. When they finish coming out, I'll go ahead. Alright. Not yet. Almost. It's almost time. Just doing that last bit of the infantry spawn. Not spawn, but be recruited, and then we'll push into the land of we're gonna be pushing from 2 sides. This side and this side. So it should be like at the army, and then as I'm come down, sweep it up and just keep pushing down all the way through this and hold all of this. Two separate units should do it. Cause Sweden's allied, they're not gonna do anything. Or they'll probably do something at some point, but not now.
Подслушиваю и высматриваю.
I'd say. How many units we got down here? Yeah, this is technically enough. I had to leave one unit though. And then it's the same for here. So technically enough. We're gonna go ahead and begin. We're not gonna declare war yet.
Ожидаю указаний.
Still on the edge. Kinda wanna get these units as close as possible. Because the computer
Ожидаю
won't
дальнейших указаний.
recognize. You know, if you try to declare war from your capital, it just you'd be like, oh, you know, you gotta move on to a certain amount of spaces. And it's annoying. Yep, that's fine. They're gonna. It's fine that everybody inside. Declare war.
Ружье!
Yeah, I want to call an ally, sure. It's fine.
Приготовить войска к бою.
Continue siege.
Осада началась.
And then we drag these jokers down here to reinforce the siege.
Будут
Yeah,
еще
I'm gonna
указания.
say, because I'm lazy, I'm gonna do auto battle.
Теперь они сгниют заживо в
First.
своем свинарнике.
What piece we occupy? But we gotta kill these
Ваш
jokers.
покорный слуга. Ура! Ура!
Oof. Alright, on to the next. We peacefully occupying these buildings because it wouldn't make much sense. Are they gonna be upset? No, they're not. Yet. They're not upset yet. Give it time. But we have reinforcement. We have reinforced it. Get to these jokers. There's these jokers here upset for no reason. Should be happy. Also with the wall, look at it. Everybody's very, very friendly, friendly. They're not gonna turn this way, basically. Especially Prussia. They're not gonna look this way. They be like, alright, good luck. Because Prussia's not turning this way, I won't have to focus on the side. Or Austria, you know, just wipe the Ottomans off the map and just keep to the original plan. Keep all the units and stuff up here. Hold both ports. This one, and this one, and then just put ships here. Keep them from accessing it. So I'm gonna stop recording here to start a new one.